necklace.
Oh, so you also met with Kuching then?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If...
Я мусульман.
Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her... It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most...
Why, Mora, of course.
Автодальняя дорога выпадает королю. У него деньжонок много, а я денежки люблю.
It's time to sing. Whenever you're ready. Da 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 da.
Мне надо было просто услышать то, что я ценю больше всего.
What happened?
Surprise, motherfucker!
These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand Carolina?
Вот и помер дед Максим, да и хуй остался с ним. Положили его в гроб.
2 hours later.
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't... Well, that's nice and all, but...
Unfortunately...
That's so lame. Excuse me.
Я прощаю тебя.
For glaze... Oh, hey! It's... What's her face?
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name. Chuan.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy...
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I...
Ой, бросьте! Вы меня смущаете!
Strolled through those... Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to...
Oh, sorry.
No, it's quite all right. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only the other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friend of the current 7 Archons. The youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro.
And that just about does it. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways than one.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him start...
Бизнес, мы будем делать бабки, мы купим себе шмотки, мы купим себе тапки, мы открываем бизнес, мы будем делать бабки, мы будем делать все, пока ты пошло.
A business...
My life, beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small, so you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself.
Wow. See, Charlie...
Я прошла афганскую войну. Я желаю всем мужчинам пройти ее.
The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Desperate times?
Я виновен в том, что хотел спасти этот мир, как вы. Мы ведем войну.
Отчаянные времена требуют отчаянных мер. Я слышала это.
Intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I see. However, both sides were quite obstinate, and...
Дармаму! Я пришел договориться.
I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, traveler.
Пиве, твоя сила и мудрость.
What did Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse? Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole...
Прекрасное имя. Аллах Акбар.
Focus your...
Are you questioning our means?
Охуеть. Охуеть.
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our... Forebears, you say?
One doubts you would.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me.
As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by—
All right, all right. Didn't Ning Guang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of it?
Я не люблю такое.
Ты не пробовал.
Я не люблю.
Попробуй.
Consent. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not—
Боже, как я мечтала об этой хи***е.
Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Seems.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
what in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled.
Охуеть. Охуеть. Охуеть вообще. Охуеть. Охуеть.
Why give the Gnosis?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony.
Врушка! Ты такая врушка!
For you.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see, am I right?
As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I stood motionless. Credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew and—
Hands of—
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue saying?
Ничего не поняла я. Спасибо, пожалуйста.
Sorry, uncover that answer for yourself.
Да, трэш.
Gossip, there's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish, pretty—
Fatui? They certainly are very suspicious.
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui—
Кому ты обосралась? Послушай.
Words of her. Does Her Eminence the Yuhung have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking?
Traveler.
Ой.
Yikes! She.
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young.
Не благодари. За это не благодарят.
Oh, no wonder. Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags, but since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to—
Well, we were only spending— The Archon Morax could never experience light.
Братан, с тебя пиво и семечки, пиво и семечки, пиво и семечки, братан. Захвати хлеб, братан.
Paimon
thinks that we should make a move.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation—